Ubathabile Lona Intombi Shamase, and you are watching Foritech Online TV. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do click on the subscribe button and also like and comment. And if you are new to this channel, also please do subscribe. And also don't forget our sister TV, that is Bone Shaker TV. Please do subscribe to it. Click like and comment to our comment section. Please take note that we are proudly sponsored by Foritech IT Solutions. Right now, I am with my co-host, Afia Adakwa.
Hey guys.
Okay, guys, we're back again. We just want to update you on our South African latest sad news that has in the early hours of today. Disclaimer: the views and the opinions of this matter are not for the Foritech online television, but are our own views. So if you guys decide to come for any of us, please do come for us and not for the company. Yeah, sadly, we woke up to this sad news. 10 family members were killed in a location called Imbali in Pietermaritburg. 7 women and 3 men were killed. Apparently, it was just a shooting that happened. No one knows what actually happened. No one knows what was the reason why those 4 guys went there to shoot. And luckily, the police managed to come to the scene, and they tried to run after the 4 suspects. One is on the loose. One was shot and killed by the police officers. Let me just say 2 is arrested, but the other one, since he was also shot, so he's hospitalized. Yeah, that's the sad news that we just want to update you guys on. And it is so sad that there's so many killings that are happening in KZN at the moment. We have seen our former our former rapper, yes, he was also shot and killed there. And my question is, sithini isizwe sakaZulu mababona kwenzakala ubuhlungu bongaka ebantwini bakwaZulu? Sithini isizwe makubona isishaba sesisonke nje sesiphela ngesihlungu esingaka? It is so sad. It is just unexplainable. Angazi ukuthi ngithini, ngithi nje naku Nkosi uMisizulu, kuthini kuwe baba mawubona ukuthi abantu bakho babulalana kabuhlungu kanje? Because it seems like this thing is happening almost every day. We receive sad news like almost every day. A 17-year-old boy was also killed when he was coming back from school, going home. He was killed. He was just walking on the street. He was also killed. Sithini isizwe sakwaZulu makubulalana kabuhlungu kanje? What do you have to say, like my co-host? This is so sad. This is so heartbreaking.
You know, with the shootings, I feel like it's been happening quite a lot lately, and also not only here in South Africa, because I think even a few weeks ago, even in the States, there was some shootings and all those things. It saddens me more that even kids will be involved, because they said with this killing, it was from, I think, the age, but the people who died, the victims, was between 13 to 63 years old. So you mentioned that one of the gunmen was killed. I saw that Minister of Police Bheki Cele went there, in the morning, so that they can try, I think, find out more information. And from what he actually said is that the gunman who was killed, was actually a wanted criminal. They've been looking for him. He's been, he was a notorious person. And then he went to say that even for them to find them. Well, the story for me, it's kind of funny, but I don't know if it is what it is. But I saw that people are even saying, "I Minister Peggy, this story is not adding up." He said that for them to even find the gunmen, they were now doing something like a ritual or cleansing. Yeah, so that's where they found them, and they found uh, the bodies there, and then they said that it is their inyanga, and that inyanga is from Eswatini, and he said that they're going to look for him. They're going to look for the inyanga, and I don't know if they'll arrest him, but obviously, so that's what he said, and he went on to say that it's something that shouldn't be done. But I feel like it's a good thing he went there. They were showing even on the news like where they were killed, even though they couldn't go inside because of visuals and all those things. But it's just a lot that even kids getting involved. You even saying that a 17-year-old was killed coming back from school.
From school, yes.
Even if it's squabbles between parents, why should kids be involved? And also, I feel like maybe even having guns. Yes, these days people say it's a good thing because you are trying to protect yourself because of the crime rate that is there. But now, if it's going to be used like this, imagine 10 people, that's a whole family that was killed, a whole family that was killed. So it's really, really sad.
Yeah, it is sad because from my source, I heard that some of the women that were killed there are not using the same surname as the the rest that were killed. So it might happen that yes, this they are of, or they just consider them as one family, but it happens that one is the girlfriend.
Maybe
Yeah.
extended family as
Yes.
well.
Imagine if that was your child. Athi uyahamba uyovakasha and only to find out it's the last time umbona.
Yeah.
That one notorious guy will just end the life of your child. Imagine if that was your child. Like, this is so sad. This is so sad. And Mina, since I'm Zulu, I am just glad that
We're the ones doing the ritual. That is what Peggy Cele said. So that's how they found them, because they were told that now these people are doing cleansing whatsoever. And then when they got that, that's what they found. So that's why he said they want to find the Nyanga in Eswatini. Why would they do this? So that's why they killed that family. So it's the gunmen that were now doing that whole cleansing or ritual thing.
But then still, even if it's like that, I still think maybe also the extended family will still use the same routine of like doing the rituals and whatsoever, so that the spirit can haunt those guys, because they still need to suffer for what they did. You can't just come into my house and you kill me, nje, just like that. No, there's no way. There's no way. They also need to be haunted by the spirits, because what what they did to that family is vile, like is vile. And to add on that, a lot of things are happening in South Africa. We have seen that two young children were also killed in Soweto. They first went missing for 2 weeks, and then on Wednesday they found them in White City, White City. So the names of the kids are Ngobile Zulu and Tiamo Ramanye. Condolences to the family, and may their souls rest in peace. Allegedly, the community members are not happy with how the police are dealing with this. Yes, how they are dealing with this situation. They feel like they're not taking it seriously.
First.
So, yes, they're actually talking about the Moroka police station. So now they are saying they prefer if the Kliptown police station takes this matter.
To find the
Yes.
you know, it's it becomes alarming. It is alarming, the shooting rate that this country has gone up to, and with the kids, you know, till each and every day. I mean, when I just go onto Twitter and on my TL, there's always going to be a missing child, a missing child, a missing child, a missing child, you know. And next thing, you find that the child has been found, you know, dead or things like this. Uguti, why should people do this to the point that now kids cannot play freely outside? They cannot enjoy their childhood because now it's more like they should always be inside. They should always be inside because of all those things. I'm thinking of also to go back. Sorry, to go back to the 17-year-old who was coming back from school. What did he do? Nothing. He's just walking, going home at thinking that he's safe, and yet he's not. So if we as adults also don't feel safe, how much more as kids? And there are things that maybe people out there, you know, can say, no, you know, we need to make sure that our kids don't go out or things like that. But at times people still come and look at this family that was gunned down early hours of today. They were not even outside, inside their home. That's where they were attacked. Now just imagine, Uguti, they even feel like maybe even reporting. At times you see cases whereby when you read about them, people will be commenting that it's so useless for me to go and report, because even if I go and report, nothing is going to happen. So I don't know what could be done, especially with the firearms, you know, because where do these people even get the guns from? Because obviously I'm sure it's going to be unlicensed guns. So if it's so much easier to even own a gun, it means it's so much easier to kill.
Exactly, because even Begitele did mention that those 4 suspects that they were caught with unlicensed firearms. So it means they've been doing this for a while or for
They
a
were
long
doing
time.
it since you're saying that the one who died, isn't it, was a known, like a wanted criminal. So a wanted criminal, he's there. Probably somebody saw
I wonder
him,
how
but
many
nobody
crimes
said
he has
this.
committed. I just want to know
He
that.
actually even mentioned, he said there, Durban. He also mentioned another place whereby like that, he mentioned his name as well, Swa something. I've forgotten it. He did mention it, like, yeah, he was a wanted person. I don't know if I should say it's even better that
He's dead.
he's dead, you know, because if he had been doing these crimes, if we don't, they do not mention the crimes that he was doing, so we don't know if maybe was it also killing or whatsoever it was, or shoplifting or house robbery or things like that. So now I don't know what you think maybe the law can do, how the law enforcement should be, so that the crime rate maybe in this country could reduce.
Let's just bring back a death penalty. Simple. If you kill someone, just know that you're also gonna get killed. Because if we just say no, it's fine, he's gonna serve 15 years in prison. To others it doesn't mean anything, because they know that it's fine. 15 years is just 7 years, and then after 7 years I'm gonna get out of prison, I'm still gonna continue.
Yeah.
I think it's still not fair to the people that they're actually hurting. So death penalty will fix half of the problems that we are facing as a country, because this is a real problem that we are facing as a country. And I think death penalty will just
Would
help
make
us.
things.
Yeah, I think so, because you know what? If it's gonna be an eye for an eye, you'll know ukuthi yeah, mangenze so, shuthi nami ngiyazibulala. Who would want to kill himself?
I think that maybe would make people now think twice about wanting to do such things, about wanting to kill a person or murder, and all those things. Probably it's something that would work, but it's things that we think would work. And probably it might even take the law enforcement maybe to say, okay, let's consider this. I'm sure there are things that they may have to consider, because I've seen a whole lot of South Africans on matters like this. When you ask and when you're having conversations about things, they do mention that I know death sentence should be there, death penalty should be there, whether by hanging and all those things. Probably it could reduce, the crime rate, because it's really, really increasing, like every
Every
day.
day, yeah.
And not that these are things that we see, that comes from the news, that we see on our social media platforms. What about those other shootings that happen and are never reported, or they never get to catch the eye, or there's no point whereby we can find out about it, but it does happen.
It happens.
Because not so long ago, a friend of a friend's boyfriend was killed in one of the locations around Joburg, was shot, and the girlfriend was there. So that alone did not, probably made it on the local news in the location, but it never came out from TV. Nobody probably spoke about it.
I think if it will be recorded every day, all of us will be shocked at the numbers, how the numbers are increasing. The thing is, right now they're only reporting those few incidents that are happening. But then if it was recorded, like how COVID was recorded, I think yes, I think we will be shocked
if we'd have the statistics, because this is something that it doesn't. We can't even see. Maybe it even happens every hour. Every hour, people. So like.
And remember, there was this trending shootings that were happening in the local taverns. It was happening almost every week. And then once we started to forget about that,
I think it was
another shooting was happening in Soshanguve, where
I think it was around November, December period,
where we had this guy. They called him
the singer.
No, they called him by the name of this movie starring John Wick.
John Wick.
Yes. So the person was called John Wick. Even today, the police haven't found John Wick. He was killing people around Soshanguve in in another location in Pretoria. It was happening like almost every day. John Wick was killing people almost every day. And he was only targeting the people who are driving like Polo, VWs, GTIs, TSIs. He was just targeting those people, and he will just shoot them with maybe 15 bullets. Imagine, till today they haven't found John Wick. So it's like now it's more like a fashion, or it's more like a norm of killing people. And the sad news about these two kids, one is 5 and the other one is 6, some of their body parts were missing. Why? Okay, if you kill me, fine. Why are you taking my body parts? Where are you taking them to?
If we get to that, I think the producer will just have to make this probably an hour. I don't know. With all these things, when you mention, I don't know that their body parts. What I've heard is that even when now your family or your body is found without your body parts, they don't even kill you first and then cut you off. They literally cut you off whilst you are still alive.
Imagine
like you feel
the
it.
pain.
I used to hear that, especially during elections, kids will go missing, especially in the villages and things like that. And it will be said that the reason why is because maybe if you go to a sangoma or whatsoever, to qinisa yourself. We know things like that do happen. My grandmother used to tell me stories about that. No, really, to qinisa yourself, or you make your business to be very strong.
But can't you qinisa yourself maybe with a cow
or to
a
win?
goat? Like, why
if you
an
want
innocent
something
child?
big, you will be required to do something big. If you want something bigger, you will still you will need to still do something big. So all those things, I would say, yeah, so that this can happen, you go. And I remember there was even a time where each and every week albinos were being murdered.
Yeah, I remember
Albinos
that.
were being murdered. Apparently, they were saying that there were rumors saying, yeah, it's because people want to be rich. They are being told that if you do this and you bring a body part of an albino. So all those things, it even scares me that if people want money so much, that's what they do. These are the things that they're doing. 5 and 6 years old, those kids. I'm just imagining the pain that they felt if maybe they just did it when they are still in their fields. Me, as old as I am, I cannot even take a small cut of a knife and if I'm chopping veggies. Now imagine body parts. You as a person even doing that, isibindi. Yo, isibindi sakho singa ngendlovu. It's yo, it's really, I feel for the parents having to lose a child like this, or even if now them when they're going to bury the kids and things like that, with missing body parts, with missing body parts. How do you even get the strength to even look at the body?
Like, how do they even sleep? Like, who raised them? Like, guys, if you're watching and you know that you take people's body parts, who raised you? Like, who raised you? How do you even sleep at night knowing very well that you do a horrible thing to people? Like, it really doesn't feel human enough. Man, guys, yo, this is so sad. This is so sad.
Well, people do a lot of things for money as well. So you come to think of it, they wouldn't have just done that to those kids just for fun, Obviously, even if you look at those people who killed that whole family, maybe we're still going to find out more how they were, because even the minister did say that they are not sure. They're still trying to find out why did they, if there's any link between those people. Maybe the one who's arrested is going to speak out, or was it just a random killing that, okay, we just need to find so many killings, because they said 3 were killed outside. 3, I don't know if 3 were outside, yeah, and then the others were inside, the house, which means maybe, or they also didn't know that they will find so many people. But now,
or maybe they killed them because of they were scared that they will go to the police and identify them.
They when someone is relating ngathi umuntu, whether bekanaye HRT or whatsoever, says that it's a kid who even opened the door, and apparently when the gunman knocked, they claimed to be police, and that's how they got inside. Now my question comes with the fact that they're saying the police were, tipped, this is where they're gonna find them, and this is what they're doing. For me, I'm trying to think. You kill people, and then you go and do whatsoever ritual that you want to do. Not so far. I don't know, but to me, like, I just go 10 minutes from where I just killed someone. I'm using myself as an example. Before I say Tembi kills Vusi and go away, then Abo Tembi will start saying, yeah, you used me. So, like, I kill a person just because I want to do something, and then just 10 minutes from where I killed them, I decide to do that ritual. Hey, if that's Inyanga to know, it's that Inyanga icon, it's not make sure. As not make sure, but let's hope that there'll be findings, and then they'll maybe come out, because since it's in the media, I'm sure people are going to be so invested in wanting to know what happened next and things like that. So regarding the kids, there are no arrests, as you said. So
No
they're still
arrested
looking. How
at
long
the
were the kids
moment.
missing?
For 2 weeks.
Oh my, 2 weeks. Wow.
They were missing for 2 weeks, and then when they found them lying dead there with body missing parts. I mean, with missing body parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, missing body parts. So yeah. So as Foritech Online TV, sithi dudu kuwo wonke umndeni olahlekelwe abathandiweyo babo, sithi dudu, alihlanga lungehlule. Kuyabonakala manje ukuthi imali iyimpande yesono. So guys, if you haven't clicked on the subscribe button, please do so. Like and also add your comments. Cheers and peace.